Detective Cruikshank and I have been assigned a case that hits very close to home for me. My sister's murder.
No! Here we are at the murder scene. It's gruesome, folks.
No!
Alright, we've made a list of suspects, and they're all teachers at Waring School. Joe Sullivan, Rich Stomberg, Anton Flessner, and Renee Becker.
All of our suspects trace back to the Waring School, where I graduated and my sister, until a few days ago, was attending.
No!
Since you're the Dean of Students, do you know of anyone who might hold a grudge against Cecily Trowbridge?
Yes, I do. Rich and Anton.
Okay, thank you. Corey went on to tell us that Cecily had found Anton after hours doing some suspicious programming. We're here to investigate.
Alright, here I am with the program used by Anton that we're giving the award to search. Here's the very robots that he was programming with. They're evil. Here we can see the programming that taught the robots to go up into the lab upstairs and steal the chemicals. Very suspicious. Anton, you're tripped off by Corey that you had been caught by Cecily Trowbridge and she had reported in faculty for doing some suspicious programming after hours at school. Any comment?
Suspicious programming. How does she know what that looks like?
We received a warrant to check the web computers to see this suspicious programming. And we found evil robots programmed by you to steal chemicals from the lab. What do you have to say about this?
I hear evil robots and I hear chemicals and I immediately think Tente, frankly. I'm not even sure why I'm being asked.
Tente is not one of our suspects.
Oh, okay. And I'm one of your suspects because...
Suspicious behavior.
Oh, the suspicious behavior of programming late at night? Like my job?
Well, where were you the night Cecily Trowbridge was murdered?
Which night was that?
Exactly 1
To
week
me.
ago.
Oh, 1 week ago?
Yes.
I was in a meeting with Renee all of last week.
Your time.
Yeah, happily. No one comes to my focus flex anyway.
Yeah, I'm Detective Cruikshank here with Rich Stomberg. I'm assuming you've heard of Cecily Trowbridge's death?
I have, and it's just terrible, terrible news. Very distressing.
I heard that she was banned from the greenhouse for stealing a plant. Like, what happened there?
Yeah, it was crazy. She was up here and she was stealing one of my plants. I chased her down. I had a clay pot in my hand. I chased her down all the way down past the school building there. But she's fast and I couldn't catch her.
That's very suspicious. Could you say this is a motive?
Oh, heavens no. A motive for what? Her murder?
I don't know.
I should say not.
Okay, thank you.
We're here at the nurse's office where chemicals are. Have any chemicals been missing from the nurse's office lately?
Actually, the potassium iodide is missing.
Have you seen anyone in the nurse's office lately?
Actually, I did see Jill and Renee Becker leaving the nursing office earlier today.
Thank you. I'm here with Detective Ethan Trowbridge and Forensic Specialist Julie Durning.
Can you help us identify the chemical found next to Cecily Trowbridge's body?
I'm on it.
Thank you.
So the two chemicals we have are potassium iodide and lead nitrate. Now we know that potassium iodide was missing from the nurse's office and that Cecily Trowbridge has a severe allergy to lead nitrate. But what we found by combining these two chemicals with the sample was that the sample did not react to potassium iodide, but it did react to lead nitrate, which means that potassium iodide was the murder weapon. And now, coming over here, we have two samples from Cecily, and what we see is that through the process of reacting with the lead nitrate, we were able to find the molarity of so that we could find who the killer is. And now we know the molarity is 0.378 or 0.34, which means we have a small range within to identify which killer it is. Now, once we analyze the samples from each suspect that we found, we will know who killed Cecily Trowbridge.
No!
What do you guys want? I'm busy grading poetry. What's up?
You were seen leaving the nurse's office earlier today when some potassium iodide was stolen. Any comment?
What, you're following me into the nurse's office? What? I was just went in there to get some Tylenol. With potassium iodide? No.
Cecily Trowbridge is your 2T, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard of her tragic death in the past few days?
What? Cecily's dead?
Yes.
What? You're kidding. Oh my god.
And she recently got some bad evals. You might have been disappointed in her. Could this be a motive?
I'm not discussing Cecily's evals, even after her death. That's private information. How dare you ask me about evals?
Okay. Detective Christian here, Detective Ethan Trowbridge,
Shalom.
and Renee Becker, if that is your real name. You were seen leaving the nurse's office on the very same morning that potassium iodide, the murder weapon for Cecily Trowbridge, was stolen from the nurse's office. Why were you in the nurse's office that very morning?
I was in the nurse's office?
Yes, you were seen leaving the nurse's office.
By whom?
Jackie.
Jackie saw me leaving the nurse's office.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I was, in fact, in the nurse's office that morning. Had nothing to do with potassium iodide. I just needed a Band-Aid.
Right. Where were you the night of Cecily Trowbridge's murder?
I was downtown Boston. I was doing an escape room.
Sounds like fun. But actually, Anton Fussner said he was in a meeting with you then.
That's not correct.
Anything.
Detective Trowbridge and I thank you for your time.
If that is his real name.
Alright, so these are the 4 samples that we found from our suspects. This was taken from the greenhouses, where we found some suspicious chemicals amid food for the plants, but it was lead nitrate. So Rich Schaumburg is not our murderer. This was swabbed off of the robots that were stealing chemicals from this very lab. But again, lead nitrate. Anton is not our murderer, which leaves these two. Renee and Jill Sullivan did, in fact, steal potassium iodide from the nurse's office. This was taken from Renee's office. But since the molarity is only between 0.5 and 0.10, this means that Renee was not our murderer, which leaves Jill Sullivan. Jill Sullivan murdered Cecily Trowbridge.
We're here to arrest Jill Sullivan. Jill Sullivan, you're under arrest!
What? What did I do?
The murder of Cecily Trowbridge.
Oh my
That's
god.
crazy. No way.
What? How did you figure it out?
You have the right to remain silent. You have a right to a trial by jury. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
No, you didn't need to.
Who's gonna help me with my essay now?
Oh my